Chat, we're back. Now, OBS, you're gonna behave yourself, ain't you? You're not gonna do something. Not gonna do something we're both gonna. Why aren't you showing the game, OBS? There we go. No. You show that. Yeah, right, I need to have this over here. Yeah, right there. You see it? Good OBS. That's a good boy. That's right. You learn to respect me, you little bastard. Oh, it's working. I think, maybe, possibly. Yeah, not the most glorious start to a stream. Me begging, me fucking bitch talking my fucking streaming app, but that's the world we currently live in. No, you keep those little fucking floating fairy things on the screen moving. You don't do anything. That's what I thought. So anyway, welcome back to Fault, everyone. The game that wants to commit about 400 war crimes in 6 seconds and also break my heart. So it's like Sunrider without the starships. Yeah. I have even less control about when I fucking cry like a bitch. Why do I keep playing visual now? Why did I have this in my wish list for so long and it was still going to fuck me up? Why do I keep finding these games? Why did young me want to hurt so bad?
I don't know.
Why did you find these games? Why did you want to hurt this bad?
A friend really likes these games and recommended it, so I just went through the 2 games because he gifted them to me. I was like, okay.
Oh, so we're
liked it and just sort of left it.
So what I'm hearing
really
is that
anymore. So now I'm introducing you to them in the same way.
So you're perpetuating the cycle of depression. Yeah, fair enough. I do the same. All right. And so if OBS continues to behave itself as it has been, welcome back. Anyway, as a comprehensive story last time. So I just now realized Eliza took off her shoes, and that frightens me because that frightens me for what that could possibly entail. But we're gonna move past
She's
that.
dipping her feet in the water.
I know, that's what worries me. Do you know how many freaks are out there, King? Do you know how many people would pay billions for that? So yes, last time Malona nuked me like roasted me like a damn fish. Oh well,
wait,
shit.
What? What the hell's going on here?
Dude, that's a good fucking question. Is it?
Right.
Okay, so yes, last time we got on a ship. We're heading back home, boys. Finally, we're about to get that damn mana.
Oh dear.
You failed me yet again, Kane. I haven't even finished, and you've already failed me twice. So, yes, we're getting on a ship. We're heading back home. Meanwhile, another group, who won't matter until that next game comes out in about the year 2035, also has set out. Everyone's going on a big adventure, and nothing bad can ever happen ever again. I have to voice this character now, don't I?
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that we're not, or if it no, I'll have to double check. I feel like we've dimmed this scene already.
No, I remember stopping on the boat because we came.
Okay, because we did like the whole thing on the boat with Rune and whatnot.
Yeah, no, that was
then
before
it
this.
switched over to thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good.
If we're just about to get off the boat, then they're fine.
I think we should be good because I don't remember Ratona talking to Cellophane pretty much that whole goddamn time.
Okay.
So I think we're good.
Yeah, because something was still out cold. Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey drunk. Confidence boosting. So, chat, let's see how far we can get, and let's see if I can see another scene as horrifying as that nuke one. Seriously, the game had no goddamn chill. That was the goddamn prologue. And I had to hear statistics about nuclear annihilation.
Say your damn line.
Alright, don't hurt me. Please, master, no more whips. How are you feeling, Celphine?
I'm fine now.
Celphine sighs deeply and relaxes her shoulders.
Looks like I did it yet again, huh?
Again? That's certainly an overstatement. I wouldn't say it happens this regularly. Again?
Really? You know, I remember it so clearly, like it was just yesterday.
You mean the last time it happened?
Yes. It feels like the more I experience Emperor Syndrome, the more clearly I remember each occurrence.
It is said to be a phenomenon necessary for one's self-protection. Maybe you remember it more clearly because when it surfaced, your life was at risk?
I really don't like it when that happens. Especially with Queen Regan's memories and personality. I know that Rosenside wouldn't have been the powerful kingdom it is today if it wasn't for her. But when I think about how she'll eventually become a part of me, it's a complicated feeling. Queen Regan, doesn't she feel anything whenever she, kills someone? It's like a sense of right and wrong was based on her own concept of justice. She would manipulate anyone for the sake of the country, whether they were close subordinates, friends, even family. Retona, do you remember the story about Kiris?
You served a Queen Regan's side as the leader of the Knights for over 20 years, right? God, I want a story about this woman. She sounds like she's doing some shit out there.
That's right.
If I remember correctly, the Union had him defect to their side. This better be worth the hazard pit. It all comes back to the Union. He turned traitor to Rosenheid and plotted to kill Queen Regan. His plans failed, though.
Yes. Did you know that he and Regan were so close that there were rumors of them having a relationship?
I do. It's quite a well-known story that I really hope isn't being spread right now between us. And the ending was just as Romeo and Juliet. I tell it all this time.
When Kiris made an attempt at Queen Regan's life, it was her royal guardian who protected her. Her guardian disarmed him, knocked him to the ground, and then she asked what should be done to Kiris.
Queen Regan picked up Kiris' knife, ran it through his neck without hesitation. Damn!
Exactly.
At the time, Rosenheid was in its infancy. One more mistake and other countries would have swallowed it whole. Truly, a time of instability. Celphine and I find it difficult to imagine, having lived in relative peace until just very recently. What made you bring up that story, if you don't mind me asking?
Kiris's execution. People praised Queen Regan's swift actions against him as a sign of strength. Without her, Rosenheid wouldn't be where it is today. I can understand that.
She certainly was quite a provocative leader.
The truth is, as Queen Regan looked at the spray of blood gushing from Kiris's throat, all she wanted to do was go back to her room and change out of her dress.
What?
Her dress was soaked in Kiris's blood. So she refrained from joining the others in a meal and thought of how troublesome being late was when she came back into the room. That's all she thought after killing someone who had served so closely served under her for so long, with her own two hands, no less.
I never knew.
Queen Regan didn't once feel angry, or sad, or angry that she was betrayed, like anyone else would. Instead, it was like she felt relieved at that very moment, and her heart was unnaturally at peace. I think she became like that because despair was constantly following her every step of the way. Now that I think about it, I also felt that from Milano.
Milano Redemption arc?
That's why it upset me.
Oh, hold up. I'm getting a call. One moment.
No.
That's my grandma. 1 second. Sorry.
Get out of the way, Grandma.
She was just telling me that apparently my uncle got his tax stuff back, and since she sent my tax stuff in at the same time, I should check to see if I got it. But yeah, I wanted to tell her the good news about the job. So
Didn't Rudo say something like that? That someone who can just put on and take off their emotions isn't human?
he did.
I had argued against him about that, but the truth is, I agreed with him. It's exactly as he said. He's absolutely right. Queen Regan's ability to completely detach herself emotionally, it's just inhuman. I never, ever want to become someone like that.
Maybe that kind of cold-heartedness was just the norm back then, even if it is beyond us.
But that cold-heartedness is going to become a part of me.
She's on the mark. God, Rotona this whole time looks like shit. Looks like on the verge of fucking death out there.
Well, she is.
I know she is, but goddamn. But look at her successors. Like Queen Regan's son, King, what's his name? Virag, who founded the Alliance. He and the present King Vala are far from what we could call cold-hearted.
Of course, I know that. But it's different.
How?
I know that both my father and Vereg were kind and compassionate, but just thinking of inheriting Queen Regan terrifies me. One day, I may end up having to make use of Queen Regan's strength. And I don't want that. I don't want to turn into someone who thinks like her. Even if I can control and suppress it, I want nothing to do with it. Oh, Returner, where's Rune?
Yeah, where is Best Girl? Where's the one who's about to steal Ratona's main character spot? Where's that one at? She's... Man, how the fuck did I accidentally steal Mary's entire personality from Queen Regan when I didn't fucking play this game? How did I do it? Can't keep getting away.
I thought two characters having the same personality never happened before.
Absolutely not. Well, I mean, I guess the difference is Mary wasn't a completely cold-hearted bastard. And also doesn't have a fucking game about her, so... She's probably outside, helping the ship's crew like always.
Could you bring her in? I want to talk with Rune about this too.
No, don't make me voice a good character. Understood. I'll be right back. Oh, Ratona! There you are, Rune. How is Shelly doing? She's fine. In fact, she just came too. Thank goodness.
All hands on deck.
What a coincidence that you're also doing fucking funny pirate arc.
Excuse us, passing through.
What's all the commotion? Seems like we arrived at the swap point. As I realized the ship had stopped, I also noticed the presence of a small boat anchored beside us. Looks like they're switching from crew with the Interpol. Which means... Mana. Yes. Sweet, life-giving mana. This feels... right. A feeling of relief hits me. The past 4 days we spent in the outer pole feels like ages ago now. Oh, you can sense the mana? Yeah. It's an indescribable feeling. But I guess it's like a warm embrace. Why did I just give Rutona my voice?
Dunno.
Why does it fit? Doesn't matter. Maybe it's because we've been in the outer pole for so long. But this may be the first time in my life that I've truly felt the presence of mana. The sensation is slowly immersing oneself in water to the exact same temperature. As it permeates throughout my body, it becomes one with me. I become linked with the environment. I sense the mana assimilating me. The way this mana exerts pressure on the skin, unmistakably aqua mana. This ratio of mana is quite skewed, though. Oh god, I'm a fucking Eldari. We're near the second pole, after all. The second pole is, aqua, right? So it seems. I've only ever heard about it. Aqua, huh? Of all the attributes, it's the one I'm worst at handling. Is that so? I didn't know people had weak and strong areas for mana. Heck, I thought you were a master at everything. No, I'm only a duel. Is that sarcasm I hear? Of course I have my weak points too.
Alright, ladies. This is as far as my crew and I can get. The one in black's looking a whole lot better now.
All thanks to you. Getting close to the man has practically brought me back to life.
You really are from the inner pole, huh? Well, I guess that explains it.
That's right. Even though I had gotten sensitive because we hadn't had any exposure in the last few days, the presence of mana can still be sensed on one's bare skin. Captain, are you alright? What about the mana shock?
Of course I ain't alright. And I'll have to move the swap point back too.
This is clearly unreasonable. Why would people from the outer pole have to go up until the very edge of where mana starts to become abundant? Why can't people from the inner pole just sail straight to your port instead? With the ports being so close as they are, people from the inner pole would have far fewer problems than you would.
Because they don't want to.
Racism!
They can't stand being someplace without mana.
That's absurd.
Besides, from their point of view, they're being nice enough to even give us some work. The contract chief Rudolph drew up nets them a pretty good deal, but they just wouldn't be reasonable with that. They said we'd have to do this much if we really wanted to work with them. I swear, damn people from the inner pole are always so condescending.
I see. That kinda hurts.
Well, it's only been a short while, but good luck. You take care of yourself. Especially you, Superwoman.
Yes, thank you for taking us this far. Superwoman. Yeah, I just want to kick everyone's ass in the inner... I don't know who to root for anymore in this war. Maybe Milano's got a point. Besides the whole nuking thing, I think we could live without that. The change of crew took no more than 10 minutes. It seemed to just be routine for the experienced sailors. But that's only natural. Slack off, and in the worst case, lives may be at risk. Oh, right. Mr. Hertzwan did say the outer pole's boundaries are shrinking. He did, yeah. I wonder what's causing it. Wait, what? I don't remember that. It'd take quite some time, but if the boundaries are pushed back all the way to the cities, I'd really not think about it. That's happening? What? When did this get brought up?
It was mentioned at some point, I can't remember when exactly.
I have a vague recollection of it, but like, that... Ew. I think we got a lot more to deal with than fucking Milano now. In any case, we really are in the outer pole, huh? Did you have a revelation? Never once in my life thought I'd end up going there.
Ooh, pop up.
Huh? What?
I get time to update pop-ups.
It's time to update, Kane. If you don't update, fault explodes.
I literally can't update.
Well, then we all die together. There really isn't anything like it anywhere near Rosenheide. I never imagined a place like that in the outer pole.
Returner, is everything alright?
Oops. I completely forgot. I was supposed to bring Rune to Cellophane, but guess I took too long, huh? Silly, you're alright now?
I feel fine. All I needed was some rest.
What's wrong, Silly?
Rune, I'm sorry. Sorry for saying all those horrible things.
From when you were suffering from Empress Syndrome?
So you know about it?
Yeah. Ratona told me a little bit about it.
That wasn't my first time. I might end up experiencing it again. But I really didn't mean to.
Ooh.
No. I can't say that I didn't mean to.
What do you mean?
Even though I was overcome like that, I still had a clear sense of who I was. I did what I did back then because in my mind, that was what I thought was best. So, I can't say I didn't mean any of it.
Also, fun fact, before we go on, when I was editing those meme videos, I did notice Ratona and Rune got fucking atomized instantly, but Celphine, you don't see... I mean, you see her ash cloud after when you do the whole menu thing, but she doesn't get turned to ash instantly. As if she's fucking withstanding that shit. Yeah, I just thought it was a neat little thing that you see the other two just get vaporized, but she's fine for a moment. Anyway, I thought you'd enjoy that fact.
I did.
Relax, it's all right. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Eh?
I want to know more about the people who gave me a second chance at life. Maybe that means Celphine's a bit fucking tankier than I thought. You and Ratona treated me like an equal when I wasn't even human. There's no way either of you could be anything but good people.
She needs to stay alive just long enough to sell powder moat.
Shut the fuck up.
Rune.
Acting out of the usual doesn't mean anything about your soul. Your memory mana... Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. Acting out of the usual doesn't change anything about your soul. Your memory mana... That's what I believe.
Thank you. Thank you, Rune. From the bottom of my heart.
Don't make that face, silly. Smile, smile!
Cheers.
No, she's not. Not big enough. I'm looking forward to the rest of our journey together.
Me too. You were taking a while to get back, Ratona. Did something happen?
Sorry, I was about to call Rune over when the ship just was switching crews.
Switching crews?
Yeah, we just arrived at the boundary between the poles, so the ship had to change hands.
What? Wait, so does that mean all the people aboard the ship weren't with us earlier?
Indeed. They finished transferring just a few minutes ago.
Amazing. Doing all of this while at sea?
Have you started to feel it yet, Celphine?
Feel what?
We've entered the inner poles area now.
Now that you mention it, I can. This is mana. Wait, this feels different from Rosenheim's.
The continent we're sailing towards is the second pole. It's filled with aqua. The complete opposite of Rosenheim's mana.
Oh, you're right. It is Aquamana. It really does feel completely different.
Meanwhile, Rune just looking completely confused by everything. Wow, so the affinity of the mana changes the sensations?
With the mana ratio this different, you can definitely feel it. It's like we've stepped into a completely different world.
Oh, wait, silly, you couldn't immediately tell what kind of mana it was?
If I could, I'd be a single crafter in no
Single crafter? Long explanation, but our kingdom systems, you're ranked from single crafter up to Quinn crafter, the fucking avatar out there, indicating how many types of mana you've mastered. To pass the exam to be a single crafter, you need to be able to sense mana, analyze it to determine its composition, and shift or manipulate it to certain degrees. Is that something anyone can do? I'm surprised the fucking princess can't do it.
Well, they said that, generally the royalty, because of the path down, they don't use mana because using magic shortens your lifespan.
Wait, it does.
So it's taboo for them to use anything but the most dire circumstances.
How the fuck was I sober for all of this and I still don't remember a single goddamn explanation? Using mana kills me? Okay. Well, shit. That's a revelation in that goddamn half.
Well, it's messing with your like your internal life essence essentially. So it doesn't do a great deal of help for your
Okay.
life expectancy.
Ah, I see.
I don't know. It might be the same as like just smoking a couple cigarettes here and there, but people will still do it.
Huh. Or yeah.
Well, ascertaining the composition and shifting should be doable for anyone. However, mana craft operates on precise ratios, so studying and practice are essential for efficient use of craft.
Maintaining a campfire would be the easiest analogy. Oh, good. God damn it. Wet branches and leaves just won't catch fire. And rocks and dirts aren't any good either. Just throwing in whatever you find isn't gonna work. Manacraft is taking the proper fuel. In our case, mana, from the surroundings, the atmosphere, and producing the desired results. I think I'm starting to get it now. Second analogy, here it comes.
It sounds incredibly simple and intuitive, but just becoming a single crafter is really hard.
Hey, over there, who are you? I make everyone southern. Everyone. They all deserve it. What are you still doing here? Rest of the crew, because you've already boarded the other ship. And you are? I'm the captain of the second crew. We're originally residents from the Inner Pole, so no worries. Please, say this ship on her course. What? Hey, are you really from the Inner Pole? We are? Well, technically one of us isn't, but I'd rather not get into details. I can't believe you went to some mannerless hellhole like that. Just what in the hell were you doing with sad bums like... What the fuck is with this racism? The fuck? You three alright? Rune slumps. Yeah, great. You talk shit about the best girls home. Good job, jackass. You're gonna be the first Milano kills. I hope you know that. This is what they call discrimination.
Yeah.
You sure have a way with words, asshole. I'm feeling somewhat ill because of overtaxed of our stay, but what we did there is none of your business. The captain spits over the side of the vessel and glares at us with bewilderment. He sneers at us, as if thinking to himself that he was a fool for asking. Was he really that taken aback by our attitude? We're in no position to pick a fight with him. Excuse me. Well, let's just say that we've been through a lot. We're in your hands, Captain. I'm still gonna throw some sass at him. The captain leaves without a word. I'm saying like the character would actually hear me. I'm gonna throw some sass at this motherfucker. Captain leaves without a word and begins to issue orders to his crew. Not a single member of the crew spoke to us for the remainder of the voyage. Oh good, they're all assholes. Why couldn't a Melania nuked us now? I wouldn't feel as bad. Chapter 2, First World Order.
I'm starving.
Indeed. Fuck, I'm hungry. I really want some ramen now after fucking Goblin Mon's bullshit.
Ogamon.
Yeah, both. The awkward atmosphere on both the ships only served to add to our fatigue. Though we put up quite the brave front, our bodies were had really taken a beating. We have pushed ourselves a little too far. You were up against God, Ratona. Calm yourself. What's wrong, Rune? A new city. A new country. Look, Sully, Ratona. It's a whole new world. Oh, she She melts my heart. Right before our very eyes. That's right. Her whole life she's lived in the city of Cadia. It's so natural that she's moved by all this. What a beautiful port city. Amazing. Hold on, there's a butt I have to annihilate. Be gone! Anyway, it sure is lovely, even at this time of night. The sun already set quite some time ago, yet there were still people flowing in and out. There even seems to be some street performers in the crowd. Sylphie, Rune, take care not to get stray and get lost. This time, we'll get some sediment stones and open a commerce line with Sylphie. I'd like to have some form of communication with Rune if she gets lost, though. She can't use mana, though, so I guess we can't do anything about that. If that's what you're worried about, my brother gave me this. Rune brings out a dark, shiny, rectangular box. A Nokia phone!
Yeah.
Holy fucking! So, fun story about a Nokia phone. I used that for a long time. I even had one. The only time there was a joke, right? That Nokia phones, even if you run them over, they'll still function, right?
Yeah, they're indestructible.
Yeah, only time they broke was when my brother, who had one in his chest pocket, ran into another soldier. And he pulled it out and it was fucking annihilated. So 2 soldiers is enough to break a Nokia phone, apparently. You can run that bitch over with a truck, but you have 2 airborne soldiers? Give it up. That's the same device Rue gave me as we were leaving Cadia. You had one too, Rune? Just like yours, Rotona. Could you take it out? Yeah, I got a Nokia Blackberry. Fuck you. Now I think about it. Skip the line of dialogue. We'll never know now. Now I think about it. I never got to ask Rio how to use this thing. Okay, so hold this button down and...
Well, because there's a slight delay, as you're reading the line, I tend to skip forward to try and delay it.
I figured.
You're talking, but it wasn't the line, you just talking about something else.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to have fun. Testing. Whoa. It sounds like Runa's voice just made from the box I was holding. Wait, that actually was Runa's voice. Looks like it's working just fine. What the fuck is this? How is your voice coming out of this box? I shake it. Hearing a box almost talk like this, it's rather unnerving. This is a product of Zevitz Enterprises' latest technology, the transceiver. These transceivers are connected by a special mana line developed by the company. If we get separated, we can use this portable headset to communicate with each other over short distances. Amazing. So, this is all thanks to science? These portable headsets won't have the same range as you would getting using regular Comicraft, but headsets. Does that mean there's a larger version of these things? Yes, the Master Transceiver device is in Zevitz headquarters. It's about the size of the entire lab. I'm in 1950s technology, Jesus. But that one, there's a slight lag in the transmission. But it can send a message from one end of the country to the other. Or, so I hear. So you hear? Yeah, I was exiled, so to speak. Partly in order for me to test if it's real... partly in order for me to test its real-world range. We won't know just how far it can really transmit until we try it out. I'll make contact with Rudio later. Just imagine. When these devices become commonplace, be a damn sight to see. I'm not certain whether there'll be a demand for these in the Interpol, but long-range communication without comicraft. Celphine? What's wrong? Celphine's face looks complete and void of life. She's dying, help her! Oh, right. She's actually been quiet ever since we got off the ship. Are you alright?
Me?
Huh?
I'm so hungry.
You're right, I should go make a sandwich. What? She must have used a lot of her energy to shout like that. Sully, are you okay? It's no use. Looks like we'll find a meal before anything else. Seems so. I'm also quite...
Oh,
I don't-
Sol. You're taking
yeah.
him.
What? Just drop the wingdings on me, motherfucker. I'm drinking Lasses whiskey before I voice any wingding bullshit. So, any fun facts you want to tell us about the game while I take a sip?
Fun facts about the game, who knows? I mean, you've got a choice. You can either take this guy, or you could take Mill and the Apothecary. But I think it would be better if you take this kid.
I was already going to take him. I was just hoping you could say something really funny for content.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun thing you could talk about. Why the fuck do people say British food is ass when it looks fucking delicious?
Because it's funny to say that it is ass. I mean, the perception mostly comes from the Blitz and rationing, but it's just that in general, in general that, and that we, have the entire global spice trade.
I wonder how, huh? No, seriously though, I really want to try some British cuisine. Looks fucking delicious.
I mean, one main reason for it is just that you don't really have names for things, it's like you'll just, cook meat and have,
Yeah, it's just like a steak, but you give
it
it like, fancy bullshit names.
Yeah, we'd make the same thing as what ossobuco is. It's just that the Italians call it ossobuco, so it's a dish that belongs to them.
Yeah. God, I need to come up there and visit you sometime so you can force feed me chips and fish so I can die.
Mm.
It'll taste delicious, but I'll die. I've delayed the inevitable long enough, haven't I?
Yep.
Okay, visitor, Similis. What? What? Huh? The Otterum's tuning isn't working. I slap it a little bit. Alright. You don't speak the same language they do here as in Cadia. Rosetta? Child, sorry, but there's a problem. Carrying a conversation like this while Celphine's out cold would be tough. Sorry, we don't understand your language here. Codium. Me understand a little. Oh? Well, now... It's a little broken, but the tuning was able to pick up the words out. Can you speak, Cordium? Yeah, here, Viscanta. Words like Cordian. Traders, speak. When kid, I learned some. So there are people who can speak Cordian, huh? If that's the case, I can make some minor adjustments to the tuning. If it converts a little, we should be able to synchronize my settings to the language. My name is Soul. Are you merchants? Both? I guide you. Town. What do we do now? So your name is Soul, huh? My name is Rune. Nice to meet you. Rune? Rune. Pretty name. He's gonna measure her. It's Cann. My heart's. I'm sorry. My heart's slowly fucking melting at this beautiful exchange. I can't wait till it hurts me in like 10 minutes. Rune, sorry, but could I take it from here? Sure. Your main tongue isn't Viscantin, correct? Could you talk to us in Viscantin? Huh? Some understand Viscantin? I knew it. I should be able to tune the algorithm to match the intonation accents of this language. Maybe because of the geographical proximity, there's a lot of similarities between Cordian and Viscantin. This is a problem. Materna, it doesn't look like we're getting through to him. I don't know. Relax. Just more than I should be able to tune this to the proper settings. I slapped the fucking thing a bit more. Tune? What settings? I'm slapping the crystal. Deserves it. Now that I think about it, how did Retona and Selly know how to speak Cordian? Boy. I took the speech mannerisms that Cellophane taught me when we were in Cadia. Let's try a fairly simple sentence. We are travelers.
Why'd you sound so sarcastic with that line?
Well, because I was trying to be slow for him, because I'm... Retona is suddenly speaking a completely different language. Also, so I can make that line work. Yeah, I can see the future. We traveled many countries, learning different languages. Well, miss, so you can speak Viscantin. And I have made him British. Fuck me. Oh, lucky me. I hit the mark. Shut up, Retona. I can't understand a thing Retona is saying. Well, that's the gist of it. Now, I'll cut to the chase. What do you want from us? What do I want? Calling out to complete strangers to guide them around town. I'm sure you're expecting some kind of payment in return, right? Payment? Yeah, I made it British. I'm sorry, Kane. Forgive me. This is the life we have to live now. So, was it? It's the only accent I can do that doesn't feel racist. What are you doing here in the port alone at this time of night? Where's your family? They're all dead. If they weren't, I wouldn't be wandering around at night like this. I've been making my living guiding travelers like you around town. This has gotta be a scam. I can smell it a mile away. What are they talking about? Thank you, Rune. Thank you for getting me out of it. Though, judging by Retona's tone of voice, I could wager a guess. I'm starting to see why Eliza is Rune here. The best girl. I just want to give her a hug. Rune needs that now. Retona, could you interpret a little for me here? I've been making my living guiding travelers like you around town.
Oh, what was I?
Selvine just came to, which complicates things. Timing couldn't have been any worse.
Oh, hello there, returner. Could you introduce me to our little friend?
Gordian, my name is Sol. Miss, very pretty. Don't you hit on Selvine, I'll hurt you.
So your name's Sol, huh? Thank you. Let me make it easier for you. It'll be much more comfortable for you speaking like this, right?
She turned eratoma in an instant. Styling logistic skills, as always. Well, miss, you can speak Viscotin too. Now Sally's doing it too. I guess this is a kind of Minecraft? What's he saying? Seems he makes a living by guiding people around town. Huh?
What do you mean he makes a living?
He doesn't have a family or relatives to take care of him. You mean he's an orphan? All alone? And another party is added to this quest.
That's terrible. Is that true, Sol?
Yeah. But there's a lot of people that come to this place, so I'm capable of scraping by. Sorry if I bothered you. Around this time, it's when the last ships of the day come in. If I don't hurry, I won't have any work for the day.
Returner? Please, can we get Sol to show us around? Please?
We should, Retona. I'm kind of lost here, but look at his face. Look how sad he is.
I saw a sap coming a mile away.
We gotta help him out here. I have to help the British yet again. I mean, if my American ass has to. Yeah. Flex his guns a little bit. I'm preparing myself for the inevitable 400 American jokes coming, Kane, next time we stream this. So, like, I'm ringing you out for all you're worth.
Right.
All it takes to fool you two, huh?
You don't understand. He said we were pretty.
He said you were hot. And you know what? That's enough to make Woden.
Yeah.
God.
He said we were hot. That makes him an excellent judge of character.
And
Returner.
he's also in the school of blonde. He's
Yeah,
also
the school of the bestie blondes.
he's also there, huh? That's the only reason you like him, you bastard. And you know what? He's right. I'm also in there. I'm pouring more whiskey just to punish you, Kane. I'm doing it.
Right.
How is there this much whiskey left in this bottle? Help me. Retona, please. Look at him. Of course, if I say no, I'm gonna end up the damn villain. This is clearly way too fishy, and these fucking... Fine. No point in arguing. I'll be the bad guy here. Alone, no family or relatives, scraping by as a guide. Alright, now I'll bite. Child. Soul, was it? We'll have yours to guide then. What do you want from us? Gives me a number, but I don't know how much. I have the hiccups now. God damn it! Hold on, one moment. Okay, there we go. Rune, he says it'll be this much. How much would be worth it in gallows? I whispered to Rune, so that Solus is near me. The hiccups didn't leave. I'm not sure what the prices of commodities are here. But in Katie, it's about enough for a square meal for one person. He isn't asking for much then. Even more suspicious. Miss, you're kind of mean. This is the first time anyone's ever treated me like this in my entire life. Sorry, but we're not looking to make any friends.
Yes, we are, Returner.
Celphine, shut the fuck up. My ex has only gotten worse. God. Fuck it.
You gonna say the line?
I'm currently trying to destroy my hiccups so I can get through this. Fuck a duck. Well, I guess hiccup is what we have to live with, huh?
Yeah.
No, hold up, I can take care of this. Give me like 10 seconds. Ready? Brace!
You know, there is an actual way to cure hiccups, but you're not gonna like it.
Oh, right, what is it?
Digital rectal massage.
Are you telling me to put a dildo up my ass?
It doesn't have to be a dildo, just a finger's fine.
How much do I like streaming?
I'm not suggesting you do it.
But yet here we are. I hate you so much right now. If I put a finger up my ass and this doesn't work, I'm gonna hurt you later.
I mean, you could just say the line.
I could! But Rotona deserves more respect than that. So it didn't work, so I'm gonna hurt you later. Why? Why did you do this? Why is the hiccups getting worse?
It's an actual cure.
No, it isn't. You're just fucking with me. How would that even work?
I can't explain the science behind it, but essentially you just readjust your diaphragm. I don't know if it's related to the, shock of that, someone else has... No, maybe someone else has to do it.
Oh yeah, Ken, you want to come on over?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Say the line, Bart.
I'll do it the second the hiccup stops. It's not stopping. Anyway. Well, it seems I'm going to have to deal with hiccup nightmare this whole time, huh?
I guess so.
If you are, though, then you'd be better off trying your luck with these two. I have to voice 3 people here. Fuck me.
Retona!
Retona, that's just mean. If you're not satisfied with a tour, then you don't have to pay me. Oh, the hiccup stops just long enough, huh, asshole? Please, trust me. I'm not a bad person. Trust is something earned, not given. If you really have no bad intentions, then why did you prove it to me? I'll be keeping watch. If you don't want to mind me, then so be it.
Jeez, Retona.
Tona, I can just tell from your voice that you're being mean to him. You never treated me like this when we first met. Oh, yes, I did, Rune. I certainly did. No, you didn't. I'm going to eat a fucking card. I'm gonna go make a sample. My rage is palpable. For anything else, Selfie, Rune. Give me all the money you have. All of it?
What for?
I'll keep an eye on our finances while Soul's with us. Fuck it, I'm gonna go make a sandwich. This hiccup doesn't rage me enough.
Right. I'll take a quick bathroom break then.
Alright, perfect then. Alright, chat will convene in about 5 minutes. Sounds pretty good. One moment. better already, Cann.
That's good to hear.
No more hiccups. I got it.
Right. You can say the line then.
After I take a bite of the sandwich. Ham sandwich, gift from the gods. Alright. Ready. Here. If you need money or anything at all, let me know. I won't tell you off for any spending on anything.
Aww.
Oh, that's right, Ratona. You're so interesting. If they hand me money, I made a show of placing it in my pouch hanging on my belt. To be sure everyone could see it.
So, let's just ignore that mean lady. Ray and I would be glad to talk with you.
Okay.
My name is Selphine.
And I'm Maroon. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm fine. Cordian can understand a little. Rune, pretty name. Aw, thank you.
Nice to meet you, Sal.
Nice to meet you too. Viscanti, Port Sarius. According to Sol, we're in the largest point of Visconti. Ever since the neighboring country, Sirius invested in this area. It's gone through heavy development for the past 12 years. Travelers and merchants continue to let in, looking for the new and unique. There aren't many places here that dealt with Minecraft way back then. Though that was before I was born. For bustling port town, did not have any Minecraft facilities. I find that a little hard to believe. Sophie, are you alright? You're right, I should eat more of the sandwich. This isn't going to work. If you're hungry, there's a great place on 3rd Street. The 3rd Street Saints, you say? It's a restaurant that serves seafood right by the ocean side. I look up all kinds of seafood caught fresh that day. It's really good.
Returner, you heard him. Seafood! Seafood!
Weren't you going to ignore that mean lady?
Rune, you heard him. Seafood! Seafood!
That sounds wonderful. Being so close to the sea, I'm sure the catch will be nice and fresh.
So, could you show us the way?
Leave it to me. Are you feeling hungry, Soul? What's she saying?
She's asking if you're hungry. You are, aren't you? It's already this late after all.
Well,
Don't worry about it. Have dinner with us. Rune over here wants you to join us. Dear, isn't that right?
Indeed I do. Soul will pay for everything, so don't hold back. Alright?
You're okay with that too, right, Retona?
weren't you not talking to the mean lady?
She does hold the purse strings, though. So you have to talk to her eventually.
Fuck. Well, I won't stop you.
Well, you heard her, Sol.
Hey, sure are in high spirits. But on one condition.
Eh? A condition?
Fuck, I was trying to check Discord and I accidentally opened Limbus Company. Help!
Oh, God.
No, I got out. We're good. Soul. Putting aside the matter of dinner, do you know anything about lodging in the area? Lodging? Yeah, sure I do. I'm looking for a nice, safe place here. Location doesn't matter. Any suggestions? Safe. There's only one place around here, although it's kind of expensive. If you're okay with it, then, depends on what expensive is, but I'll figure that out when we get there. Would you like to go there now? No, not yet. I'd like you to come with us. I'd like you to come up with 2 other possible locations as well. If this is too expensive for us, I mean. But for now, dinner comes first. Surely Celestina's dying of hunger by now. Hell, even I'm at my limit. This thing is too goddamn good. I don't have much of an appetite, but I can't afford to skip a meal. Alright, I'll foot the bill. Since nobody else has money, I'll foot the bill. So eat and drink as much as you like. Except you, kid. Don't you fucking... Okay.
What's wrong, Radona? You don't look so well. Maybe you should have a rest for now.
No. I'm fine. I just need a good night's sleep. Today's been nothing but ups and downs. Oh yeah, the whole nuking thing. Yeah, that's what we're calling a down, is it?
Retona.
Anyway, let's go have some dinner. We desperately needed some nourishment. Yeah, ups and downs, huh? That's what we're calling the nuclear annihilation. Calling that down. Calling that an L, huh? Just like Logan Paul, it's an L.
Yeah.
Takes us a little over 10 minutes to walk from the port area to an area by the beach. Soul points us in the direction of a dark alleyway. Oh, this can only go well. Just over here. Be careful, it's pretty dark.
It's in this back alley?
The restaurant looked like nothing more than a small concrete building. An old, dilapidated, abandoned one at that. Just go on in. You'll be eating inside here anyway. It's just the entrance. Pass through there and you'll get to the beach on the other side. We do as he says and step in the shop.
Welcome.
Upon entering the shop, the first thing we see is a large mana signature. It's the other end of the Comicraft line. It's set up so that releasing it allows information about the shop and its menu to flow into one's mind. Well, nothing out of the ordinary. I release it. What the... Funny enough, the signature is what the... As you click to the next line, it blanked out on the screen. So I was expecting to be jumped on the next line. It seemed that this establishment specializes in fisherman's stew, which the customers cook themselves. Ooh. Now, I've been to a restaurant like that before, like a Korean barbecue. So, there's one near here where you can heat up your own food. That's the first time I've ever had octopus.
Yeah, it seems a pretty common thing for Korean restaurants to have a sort of hot pot in the centre of the table. They just bring you the stuff and you do it yourself.
Yeah, but that's like the first time I ever had it. And that was the first time I had octopus. And it needed to be cooked a little bit more. It was still a little tiny, but I don't know. It's really cool just everyone ordering like just what they want. You can just... Yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to go back there sometime. Rather than paying for individual dishes, customers pay a flat fee, and they can eat as much as they want.
I can't wait.
Can we just go straight in?
Oh, that's right. You're right. You can't use Comicraft, can you, Rune? Sorry about that.
Wait, what? Were you and Sally just using it right now?
Yeah, you see the mass signature over there? If you release it, information on the shop and its food flows right into your head.
And so does that mean if you can't use Minecraft, you can't order any food?
In this restaurant, you just place the seafood in one of the stews, pots set by the beach. Simple enough.
Well, that sounds really fun.
Yeah. Does, doesn't it? Between Cadia's Taverns and the Seaside Stew Restaurant, people sure prefer their meals lively. Go on.
Come on, let's go. The shop's just giving us a go-ahead. Wow.
Amazing.
Cauldrons by the beach. Exactly as they said it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Countless cauldrons were scattered all over the place. Customers would gather around the pots, cook the seafood inside, and eat at their own leisure. The sand is glowing?
Are we gonna eat just like this?
Looks like it. Over there, by this shovel, it's full of fish cages. The fish the fishermen just caught are kept fresh and alive with aquacraft. They'll take care of butchering the fish too.
What? What should we get first? I have no idea where to start. Rotona, are you familiar with seafood?
No, not really.
I see. Perhaps you don't like seafood?
I wouldn't say that, but I don't particularly enjoy it either. Rosenheide is landlocked, so there aren't many chances for me to eat it.
I love it. I love all kinds of seafood.
Sylphine, is there anything you don't like? You've never been a picky eater, have you?
That's because my father would scold me whenever I got choosy with my food. He said that food is reflective of the way of life for different regions, so it's all related to politics.
Yeah. You particularly like eating the traditional sliced raw fish of Vestorla cat, don't you, Sylphine?
Vicere. Yeah, I love it.
Eating fish raw? Like, completely uncooked?
Completely raw. This is. I just can't stomach this stuff.
It's not completely raw. They're coated in vinegar, spices, or oil first. It requires special knife skills to prepare too.
Hey, everyone. I'm going to go eat some fish now. Could someone help me carry it all?
You need help? I'll be glad to go with you then.
You sure? What about communication?
It'll be fine. It's just over there anyway. I can make some gestures and it'll work out somehow. I told you look really tired, so just rest for now.
Okay.
Are you sure you'll be okay, Rune?
Don't worry. We won't take long. Just rest up for now. Now that's so. Let's go, Soul.
Soul leads her into the fish cages.
Yay! Dinner time! Dinner time! Just wait there, Returner. I'll get all the utensils set up.
No, I can't make you do all the work.
Yes, you can. That's an order. Returner, you've been keeping an eye out for us all day. Your exhaustion is clear as day. You can at least take it easy during a meal, right?
Sylphine's gaze is downcast. Understood. Uh-oh. Tone of voice may be cheerful, but her eyes clearly show her concern. Best for me to do as she says. I'll take you up on that then.
Good.
You sure have gotten a lot more knowledgeable about cooking, Cellophane.
Misha taught me a whole lot of things.
Did he now? When the fuck did that happen? I don't know what he's knowledgeable about. I didn't know he was knowledgeable about Vestrokala's cuisine.
Oh, right. You didn't know, did you, Rotona? Millie told me that she was seriously considering having Misha succeed her as head chef.
Really? Millie Plant, the head chef of the Castle Rosenheide's Grand Kitchen. Great chef overseeing Rosenheide's cuisine, and one of those responsible for elevating the culinary practice to the level of art. Bold and brash, more like belongs in the dream.
And that's why she's going to cram everything about the cuisines of all the nations of the Alliance into Misha, she said.
Oh. Being Millie's apprentice sounds really tough.
It sure is. She made Misha do some pretty crazy things the moment he stepped into the Grand Kitchen.
She handed him some salt and pepper and threw him into the mountains. Come back when you made a dish befitting the King of Vala, she told him. Sounded like an actual purpose of the test was to experience natural bounties of Rosenheide firsthand.
It's just Battle Chef now.
Yeah, I was really about to say, it's just battle. I need to finish that game now, huh?
He didn't come back for about a month.
When he finally returned, I couldn't even recognize him.
War changed him.
War.
But it's not like she makes everyone go through that test. It was only for those who had an aptitude for cooking, Millie said. And in fact, Misha passed on his very first attempt.
I'm surprised he followed through with her instructions. With that delinquent streak of his. The old Misha would have just turned tail and run.
Maybe. But Misha's really come a long way. He looks perfectly comfortable in the kitchen, and he's really matured.
Is it so? His cooking is definitely good, but something seems to be missing.
Eh? No way. Maybe you're just confusing his own style of cooking with sloppiness. I mean, it was only recently that he learned the proper culinary techniques.
That makes sense. I've never even considered it from that point of view. I must jump to conclusions. We've known each other since our time in the clock. I keep wanting to call it the cocks. The clocks, so I've just been prejudiced.
I wonder how things are going for them now.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare, game.
Well, no use thinking about it. Let's just concentrate on trying the food for now.
Huh? Trying out the food?
Wow, Return this broth is really, really good.
Having been drawn to the contents already in the pot, Selphine gladly took a sip. Is that some kind of soup?
It's stock, the base for all sorts of soup.
Selphine, that's bad manners. Princes like you should know better than to drink soup straight out of the pot. If you want to taste it, please ladle some of it into your bowl.
It smells wonderful. What stock is this, I wonder?
She's not even listening, is she? It sounds familiar. Didn't we have this soup before? Yeah, Goblin Mon gave it to you. It had something to do with fermented soybeans. What country was that from again?
Just imagine when the fish gets here.
Surfing gazed in the distance, smiling, lost in her own happy thoughts. She sure has a gluttonous streak.
She can really pack it away.
Don't you say that.
Silly, Ratona!
No? And calls out to us. She hurries back.
Look at all this fish!
That's a lot of fish.
That's a lot of fish. Hey, Ken, yo, it's a lot of fish.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Good number of fish right there. I'm gonna take a sip of this drink. You can all think about how Kane made that joke first. Godzilla 1999 fan, huh? Alright, I'm good. Looks like they've been through one of the biggest catches in quite some time. What? They have more than they know what to do with, so they just told us to eat up. The huge net room was carrying was filled bursting with all sorts of seafood.
Wow. There's so much.
Can we even finish all this? They give us a whole lot of rice, wine to cook the fish with, too. Let's get cooking.
Dinner time? Yeah.
Hey, why don't you three go on ahead and start eating?
So, aren't you going to eat?
I will. I'll be right back. Just start without me. He's Heathcliff. I've determined it.
So,
Huh?
Is Soul going somewhere?
I think so. He said he'd be back right away, though.
I'm gonna get arrested in the morning, aren't I?
Delicious. This is way too good.
It really calms you down, huh? Thankfully, the flavors aren't too strong. Actually, the flavors are much more mellower than I expected. I could even eat this with an upset stomach.
It's nice and warm. I've never had a feast like this before.
This just reminds me of something I've always wanted to ask. Rune, I've been wondering.
Yes?
Swallow your food before talking. Let me get in character. Sorry about that.
Phew. Sorry you had to see that. Anyway, what is it?
You're eating. Like, you're eating right now, right?
Huh? Yeah, I guess I am.
Well, I'm sure how to put this, so I'll be blunt. Why the fuck do you even eat?
What?
I get what you mean.
Biologically speaking, your body isn't alive, is it? So then, why do you feel the need to eat?
I see. You're right, my body technically wouldn't be considered alive. Still, I need some sort of fuel, like all living beings. That's why the food I take is converted to mana by my body.
Wait, you can do that?
Wait, but then that doesn't make sense. That means you can convert matter, like food, into mana, right?
Yeah, that's right. If that's possible, then how is it the outer pole is lacking in mana? Rather than harvesting it from dangerous places like mines or the border of the inner pole, you could just generate it. Actually, Zevitz is doing that, but only on a small scale. Ratona, do you still remember what we talked about in the sediment shop the other day? Ah, that's right. The problem is storage, right? Exactly. The outer pole mana needs to be processed by machines before it can be used, so it's stored in sediment. And not only that, but committing the mana is also highly inefficient. The entire process takes far too much effort. And if we don't store it right, then it's just a huge waste of resources and effort. So you need to use converted mana as fast as possible. There's also a limit to the amount of energy you can safely supply to towns and such. I get it. So it's not just a problem of generating that mana. What a conundrum. That's right. That's pretty much the reason I can't store any energy. And that's why I have to eat. Otherwise, I'll stop moving.
Stop moving? Do you mean you'll die?
Oh, if no one else is able to reawaken me, then I suppose that would be considered death for me. Don't worry. I can go maybe 3 or 4 days without food before I start to deactivate. Though, I guess that'll depends on how hard I push myself.
How exactly do we reawaken you? We'd like to know, just in case something happens.
Truth is, I don't know myself.
You don't know? It's absurd.
I don't understand why I wasn't given full access privileges over all my bodily functions. There's barely any information on how I was built or how I function, including my knowledge base either.
What the fuck was Sid thinking? Could be better if you had fully manipulated your inner workings on the case of something, in case something went wrong.
Really?
Yeah?
I have to disagree with you on that, Ratona.
What makes you say that?
We as humans can't just consciously stop our hearts or turn off our sense of touch when we experience pain, right?
Well, no, we can't, but...
As beings that feel emotion, I think it's normal for us to run away from suffering. We might end up hurting ourselves without realizing it. Most importantly, we shouldn't be able to consciously alter our bodily functions. That's best left to our own gumption. I think that's best for us to remain as human beings.
But wouldn't that train of thought only apply to humans? To put it another way, that's a limitation that we humans have to endure, right?
Maybe others would view it not as a limitation, but something else. The way I see it, being able to sever emotions and pain as the situation sees fit isn't what I would call human. If Sid and Eileen had wished for room to live as a normal human, then placing that limitation on her would only be natural.
Sally.
I see your point. Delphine truly has put a lot of thought into this, huh? Well, wait a minute. Brune, does that mean you can't get drunk? Well, then this whiskey is useless.
I guess so. I guess I just enjoy the mood. Alcohol does provide a lot of energy for me, too.
Are you even equipped with a sense of taste?
Actually, I'm not. I can't tell whether something genuinely tastes good or not.
Can we stop asking these? I feel bad for Rune now.
But I'm able to determine whether or not something has high nutritional value.
Is that so?
No, don't make that face. I'm totally fine.
I didn't mean to.
Let's just enjoy the rest of our dinner.
Let's.
Rune, try this one too. It tastes fantastic.
It's jam-packed with nutrition.
That's right. No need to think about this too deeply.
Just enjoy the ride.
We should just enjoy the dinner together. I literally just finished my sandwich too. My body is flushed. My head so dizzy. Phew. She's making the star eyes. Sorry I ran off like that. Soul.
Sol, where'd you go? You haven't eaten yet, right? There's still lots to go around.
Ooh, oh.
Something wrong?
No, my buddy was just telling me that I might need to feed the cat, so I might real quick have to jump up and do that real fast.
Right.
It'll take me like 2 seconds. We just text him. I want to see if I can get some sushi. Because they keep talking about the goddamn fish food. I'm damn well getting some sushi. Yeah, let me go real fast, go feed this cat. So it'll take me like a hot second.
Okay.
One moment, chat. Go, get yourself some drinks, some chips. Doesn't matter. We'll be right back. I return. And I'm getting sushi tonight.
Ooh.
I mean, hey, if these things are gonna fucking tease me about it the whole goddamn time, I deserve this before I get heartbroken.
Oh, we're ages away from that yet.
What?
We're ages away from that yet.
Oh, give it like a week. Give it 300. Actually, I already had a quick bite. Something urgent came up. What? He ate something elsewhere before coming back? What for? Why wouldn't he join us for dinner? Oh my god, we've been drugged! It's Yakuza again! Is it because I haven't been Is it because I've been treating him coldly? So, aren't you gonna eat?
You said he already ate.
Really? I was looking forward to eating get there too. I'm really sorry, but this isn't an emergency. Oh. Alright, that's fine. We're not forcing you to eat with us. If you ever have to leave, then feel free to do so anytime you need to. Yeah.
Retona, you're being mean again.
Anyway, we should probably get going. How's my accent been? Has it been spot on?
Well, I mean, it's British at least. It keeps like veering into Scottish here and there.
Well, unfortunately, I'm part Scottish, so it's the sick reality we have to live in.
You actually part Scottish, or like the American? I'm like 1/306.
No, I mean, like,
Scottish.
apparently, according to my dad, I'm Scottish. Like, they visited over there, and apparently I have a land thing over there. I didn't really pay attention, but or is it Irish? It's one of the two. One of those I have like a kingdom, or not a kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, I have some plot over there. So my British will never be perfect. I'm tainted forever. It's already pretty late. I've just been trying to be Heathcliff this whole time, I'll be honest. Following Soul's lead, it takes about 15 minutes to get from the restaurant to the coast.
Retona, Ren, look. What is that?
Sophie stops in her tracks. What is it? I turn my gaze to where Celestine is looking. What? Huh? Soul. Just what in the world is this? Something far below the surface of the ocean was emanating a faint glow. At first glance, it looked like a school of jellyfish emanating light. I can see all the way down because of the waves, but what could it be? That's Neosaurus. All the rich and powerful people live there. They live there? What do you mean to say there's a city submerged under the ocean? The main menu finally comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? Did you say city? Those lights are from a city?
Wait just a minute here. There's a city under the sea, and people are living there?
Preposterous. How could they be living there? This isn't some sort of fairy tale. They're protected by a huge dome of glass. But when you asked me about the safest place to stay, and I said it'd be costly, that's where it is. Neocesara.
So, it's safer being underwater?
That has to be a joke. It has to be. Oh, wait, where are you going? Are we headed there now? Looks like it. That's where the inn is, too. Seriously? I couldn't criticize her for reacting that way.
So, do you also live there? Under the water?
No. I live here on land. For a moment, Soul's expression seems to cloud up. Was it just my imagination? You need to have a whole lot of money to live in there. That's why people from Blizzard can't. So just about everyone from here lives on the surface. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why should the affluent ones be the ones who have to go through the trouble of living underwater? Common sense dictates that it should be the other way around. Is a man not entitled to the soil? How do I explain this? I was so hoping the entire time I did the new Poppy's Playtime chapter, Kane, that you would just use that joke, and I would have thrown up violently. Is a man.
So I did say it.
Did you? No, I swear you didn't. I
As a child not entitled to their own smile.
No, you said it during chapter 3. I meant for the new chapter, chapter 4.
Oh, I didn't watch the new chapter.
Yeah. That's the problem, is I was so fucking hoping to it the whole time I went through that prison camp. I was waiting for it. Hey, you get one more chance. There's another chapter coming out. That fucking ruined me as a child. I've got it. Could you all follow me to the pier?
Yeah, stupid pop-up.
I'll show you something really cool. Yeah, no, I'm hearing it in my own accent now. Fuck. We follow Soul again and arrive at the pier. Waves gently splashing against it. Sully, we're trying to look below us. Underneath the water.
Eh?
What?
It's coming into view.
What is this? As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I can more clearly make out whatever it is in the depths of the ocean. Oh, it looks... I love this with the nighttime view. That looks really pretty.
Mm.
Is this a town? It is, isn't it?
No way.
No doubt about it. This was the ruins of what once was a city. And judging by the condition of the buildings, they're fairly recent. Also, why does he have pink hair now? That has to just be the lighting, but I swear he looks more...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can look a bit pink here, but it doesn't seem that bad.
No, it's just... I genuinely thought it was a different character. I thought it was like a fourth character. I was like, who the fuck is this kid? They appeared to be no more than 20 years old. This all used to be above the sea. There's a special mushroom that flows through this area. And people live there, lived really, really long lives.
A mana stream that lets you live longer.
The immortality river.
Turner, could that be...
The Vita Stream. Yeah, the Vita Stream. That's what Hong Lu's family was finding. Good, we found it. Nice. It's a type of mana stream as... You know, fun fact real fast about Hong Lu's whole canto, Kane, is that in order to read his... Have you ever heard of the Red Crown?
No.
So that book, in order to read it, there are only, like, you have to get it to where you understand Chinese culture, because it is apparently 2,500 pages long.
Right.
It is a beast of a book, and you have to get translated right so you can understand cultural stuff. There's barely anyone who's read that, but... Whoo, Lord have mercy. Apparently the people from Project Moon have read that bitch. That is a beast of a book. It's like War and Peace levels of like long, but like you have to get the good translation for it, and apparently that's really hard to find. So, moving on. It's a mastery. One of many kinds that have been passed down in Rosenhide stories. Apparently, the flow of time in that stream passes much more slowly than outside of it. I've always thought it was just a myth, but it actually exists. This whole area was completely flooded just like that. And the flow of the water stream ends up shifting towards the sea. Still, the Sarazanes made it so that they could live under the water. Bottled water, so they could live long and healthy lives. That's why now Saren's here, right in the middle of the Veta stream. That's how Visicant was able to expand a whole lot, because Saracen invested in reforms and developed the country. Saris? Wait, do you mean the country next to Visicant? Yep. You can make some Saracens, since just about everyone living in the Neoson is one.
Gee, I wonder what it's like living under the sea.
So, what are you talking about, Soul?
This sunken city used to be above the water, and a special mana stream called the Vita Stream passed through it. Those who reside here live long lives and rarely get sick. But then as time passed, the Vita Stream slowly changed course. And the wealthy constructed a town to live down here so they could make use of it for its health benefits.
Huh. I've heard of that mana stream. My father did research on it way back when he was building his hospital.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? I think he mentioned it.
He was looking at ways to slow progression of illness. I remember hearing about how the Vita stream slowed aging.
I've only ever heard about it in stories, but I guess it's true. Huh. Just how do we get in there, though?
Actually, how do people even live here? Don't tell me they swim back and forth from the city.
Apparently they're protected by some sort of glass dome. In any case, seeing it for ourselves would be much faster than listening to an explanation. We walked another 10 minutes from where we were. What the? Connecting the pier was a large transparent tube that led straight into the sea. So, this is the entrance pier.
So this is how we get in.
Incredible! The entire tunnel is crystal clear. You can see right through it.
Even though people were going in and out of the tunnel, the fish kept approaching it. Perhaps they were attracted to the lights? We need to buy an entry permit for the boat over there. The one with the money. You don't trust me, right? Did you say the one with the money? Could you come with me to buy the permits? Right. That was the deal. He's got me there.
Good evening, sir, ma'am. Oh my, what a cute little cute little customer we have here.
Thank God you took her, because I was desperately dying out there doing every voice. Good evening to you. I'm guarding them around town. We'd like 4 permits, please.
Guiding them around at this time of day?
Well, in a sense.
I see. Very well. May I know your nationality?
Excuse me?
May I know what country you are from?
Her sudden question catches me off guard. My mind totally blanks out. We're, damn it. Singer from Rosenheim is out of the question. We're from from... Chef thought something before coming here. These girls from Ceres. I'm just from around here.
Ceres, you say?
The vendor looks at us with some suspicion.
Might I ask, which part of Ceres?
Oh, fuck me running! Barbecue Villan. They're coming as prospectors. I'm the son of a guild, and I was instructed to take them to their lodgings here.
Oh, right. Prospectors from Barbacovi.
God, you know how to say that.
You don't say. Thank you for coming here. It must have been a long journey. I'll get the entry permits ready at once. Please give me a moment. That was amazing, Sal.
So, just... what the hell was that about? She's coming back. Let's even go... Fucking Rune has no clue what the hell's happened.
Here's the total cost.
I pair the sum without a question. Oh wait. Now I think about it, wasn't that a lot of money I just... My money! Do the Digimon thing of the money coming up in the...
Okay, here are your permits. Please present them to the guards inside when asked. We cannot reissue any lost permits, so please take care not to lose them. These permits have a validity period of 7 days. If you need an extension, please come back to this booth. Some contracts for prospectors may come with provisions for waiving extension fees. If you have any questions, please return to this booth and we will gladly assist you. I've also arranged for your guides to have a one-use entry permit. This permit has an effective period of 24 hours, so this may only be used until this time tomorrow. Welcome to Neo Sasori. I sincerely hope that you enjoy your stay.
Yeah. Medicaid may also... Fucking... Your quickness there made me think of the whole, like, medical thing. The vendor's overly polite tone makes my hair stand on end. They sure are strict here.
Have a wonderful evening.
Look dignified. Just follow me and don't say anything. It's best to do what he says.
But
What's even happening?
May I see your permits, please?
Yeah. Show your permits to him. We do as instructed and show our permits to the guard.
The three of you are quite young to be prospecting. Okay. Everything checks out. Enjoy your stay.
Come on, let's go. So, an explanation would be highly appreciated right now. What were you talking about back there? What do you mean, prospector? Sorry about that. I just had to lie a little to make things easier for us. A prospect is someone who's looking to live inside Neo Sasora. When you bought an entry permit, if you tell them you're a prospector, they'll treat you like royalty. First the exorbitant entrance fee, and now this kind of treatment?
is there some kind of huge class divide going on here?
Oh, you damn well know Seraphine ain't gonna take that shit. I got a bad...
Yeah, how would the princess of an entire country think about class divide?
This princess? I tell you what. Oh, why are there guards at the entrance? They look like military police to me. That means they're here to protect the city from whatever's outside, right? SCP-109 has breached containment. So this doesn't add up. Didn't you say this place was safe? If it was, then why are there guards out there? They've been around ever since I was born. Well, don't worry about it. As long as you have an entry permit, no one's going to ask any questions to you. Is that so?
Hey, Ratona, room. This whole tunnel is glowing, right?
Ooh! Oh, I'm so glad they gave us an inside. I was about to say, I hope they give us an inside perspective.
Hmm.
I just want to appreciate this art for a moment. This is... makes me feel like whenever we went to those, those museums with the fish where you could crawl inside.
Aquariums.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, show me up here. Yeah, also I like Ratona's look there. No, she feels a bit more detailed. It's nice. I like. How many more seconds can I appreciate this before I eventually get bullied?
I don't know.
Let me take a sip of my drink. Seraphim cellophane asses while touching the glass walls of the passage, which appeared to be made out of some type of glass.
Now that you mention it, I can see fish swimming all around us.
And it's not just this passage. The walls around Neo Cicera are embedded with special mana and emanate a faint glow. It's specifically built to replenish and warm the air inside and also absorb a lot of the sun's rays. That's why living inside Neo Cicera is a lot more comfortable than it is living outside.
Amazing. I wonder just how many mana crafters did they need to make that special wall?
No, I'm sure they're still needed, even now. The glass itself functions like temperature regulation. They're still needed. Several hundred of them, in fact, are constantly making daily adjustments.
That's a whole lot of effort.
Maintaining an underwater city's environment would definitely take a lot of manpower, huh? Is the man not entitled to the sweat on his brow?
Zevitz employs several hundred workers just to maintain the power grid.
By the way, Soul, before I go into Bioshock, our cover story is that we're Caesarians, right? Yep, that's alright. You're Caesarians from the village of Barbecue. And that's what I'm calling it. They only just recently became part of Ceres. Ceres still isn't familiar with the culture and traditions of the village, so they probably won't poke around too much. This city doesn't take too kindly to outsiders. Just keep that in mind. Still, you should be able to blend in without too much suspicion, even with those outfits of yours. What? How could you have come up with such an elaborate, well thought out lie in an instant? No. His soul is used to this, isn't he? He's gone through this countless times. Now I think about it, he hasn't even once pried into our background. No, my boy! Is this a sign of an experienced city guide? Either way, this is no ordinary kid. Let's go. And once we make it through here, we'll be inside Neo Cicera. I have said that every way you can. Oh, I am in Bioshock!
Wow. Astonishing. There's a place like this less than a day's boat ride from Cadia? Unbelievable.
Even I found myself completely breathless. For this to exist in reality. I will say this. The creators of the series, they had one hell of an imagination. Like, yeah, you could say, I've been making jokes about Bioshock, but this, how it's designed is Like, that's brilliant. It takes a lot of heart to make artwork of this.
Mm.
And it looks good. I like it. Puts a smile on my face. For this to exist in reality. Astonishing.
Say, Retona, Rune, is it just me? Or does this place feel really comfortable? I've been feeling really refreshed ever since we got here.
No, I don't think it's just you. My body feels at ease just being here. Yes, the sensation. It's like relaxing in an early afternoon, drinking tea and reading a good book. I don't quite understand, but this place is just gorgeous. Is it because it's night? It feels really calm and like a very calm and quiet place.
It does.
It's as if my worries from earlier have been purged. Still, I can't let my guard down. So this time of night, most of the shops have already closed up, so we should just head straight to the inn. She's looking awful tired, too. Is he trying to be considerate? I have underestimated him. I like Soul. Best boy right there. Yeah, funny enough, one of my first characters I ever made for a series of mine was a British fucking sniper. I've just been channeling that the whole time. My boy.
Right.
Man who assassinated 2 presidents and still got put in the Spec Ops. What the hell kind of name is soap? So I hope my accent has been delicious, chat. Wait, no, that's not the right word. Well, you'd say that because you're trying to be nice. What a quaint little inn. Yeah, he also has like short brown hair. Like, he genuinely looks like how Soul would. Like, my character looks like how Soul would look as a kid. He's just. I like him. I'm imprinting on the little bastard. Let's head inside.
Well, good news. He's a major character this chapter.
Well, thank God, so I can continue to fuck up your beautiful language. Good evening.
Oh, welcome.
I saw it clearly. The receptionist suddenly changed of expression from a smile to a frown when she laid eyes on him. Don't worry, it's not me who's staying here. I'm just a guide. These girls would be your guests.
I see. Good evening. Mind if I ask where you're from?
You're all from barbecue. No, I can't keep saying it like that. Yeah, that's right. We're here as prospectors. Although we arrived in town a little late, so we're looking for a place to stay.
Prospectors? At your age?
I've got entry permits if you don't believe me. Soul's clearly telling me. Go on and show her your permits. 3 of us do as he says and presents them.
These are the real deal. You've got a permit yourself. Don't tell me you're going to be staying with them.
Oh, of course not, ma'am. Like I said, I'm just a guide. Once I find a place to stay, I'll head straight back to the surface. Just, what is this conversation?
So, how long are you going to be staying here?
We're not really sure yet.
Oh, come on. Then how am I going to know how many days to keep you booked? Didn't you at least think about that before you got here? It's nothing but trouble for me.
Excuse me, miss, but we're customers here. We're customers here. Your attitude makes us think like we're the ones causing you problems. But if you don't want our business, I can simply walk out. I don't really want to escalate this any further, but she's just really getting on my nerves.
Honey, could you take care of this instead? I'm done dealing with these people.
Her shouting echoes to the end as she vanishes into the interior. What just happened there? That's what I'd want to know.
Good grief, that woman. Ah, customers. Really, I'm sorry about that. How embarrassing.
It's nothing. We just had a little disagreement. I didn't mean to cause any trouble, but we're exhausted from our long journey.
Returner, you had every right to say what you did.
No, she had no right to talk to you the way you did. I'll give her a good talking to later. You said you're prospectors, right?
That's pretty much how Viscera was to Woden. I'll give her a good talking to later.
I swear, talking to you that way when you could be joining us as fellow residents. I do apologize on her behalf.
Thank goodness. This man is a much easier person to deal with. We're not looking for any trouble, just a place to stay.
What did I say? How long do you plan to stay? Are you a Visky?
Yeah.
Tour guide?
Yes.
That's so. Thanks for your services. I'll take care of them from here.
The innkeeper motions, shooing away like one would a stray dog. What? Because of the disparity between his gentle tone of voice and his attitude. I noticed what he meant. Just a little too late. Visky.
Visky?
Sorry, could I just have a second? I haven't been paid for my services yet.
So, are you leaving already?
What? What's happening?
Looks that way.
No way. Okay, how about tomorrow? Can you guide us around town tomorrow too? Of course, we'll pay you right now too, for today's work.
Just a moment here. Don't tell me you're just kicking this boy out.
He isn't a guest, is he? If not, he doesn't have any right to stay here.
That's just outrageous. But he's got an entry permit and everything. He can at least stay in a room we're renting.
Miss, that's a bit of a problem. I thought you didn't want to cause any trouble. I won't say anything more. Please just pay that boy and have him leave. That will be the end of that. As prospectors, you need to understand at least this much.
Don't worry, I'm used to this already. This is just how things are in Neo Cicera. It's common sense.
You don't have any right to talk about common sense, Visky. Come on, you get the picture. Collect your money and get the hell out of here. Otherwise I'll have to call the guards to throw you out.
Am I really hearing all this? Did the owner really just say all that? You said you still need a tour guide for tomorrow, right? You can just pay me for tomorrow instead. I'll just head on home for now. No! You will get what you deserve. I'm genuinely pissed off. I was gritting my teeth that whole time. I want to deck this motherfucker. I give him twice the amount he asked.
Scam successful.
No! My money! See, this is how you get me to pay the man. I haven't the slightest idea what's going on, but I'm paying you for your services tomorrow in advance. I trust you'll honor our arrangement. Miss, thank you. I'll definitely come back tomorrow. Good.
See you tomorrow.
So it really is going home? What's going on? I'm completely lost. Everyone seems really mad, too.
Here is your room. If you need anything, please activate the mana signature by the bed. It's a mana line straight to the receptionist.
Thank you. Solvine. Rune. Could you wait outside?
Sure.
Okay. Excuse me. Could I have a word?
What is it?
Although we're oh fuck me, Sarasasians from fucking barbecue. I'm still not pronouncing that right. So, we don't know anything about Viscount.
It sure looks like it. So?
Why treat Soul? No. That guide. Why the callous treatment? Could you explain about that? I'd like to know the details and gain a little insight into that. Unlike his wife, the owner's expression doesn't change. I can't tell what he's thinking just by the look on his face. Okay then. Well, when you called him a Visky, right? What the hell did you mean by that?
Visky means someone from Viscanta.
Huh? Is normal to call someone from Visconti Viskies?
There's no need to call them Viscantans. Visky is plenty good for the likes of them.
I understand. Thanks. And sorry for your time.
My pleasure. Enjoy your stay.
I get it now. Visky is a slur. Return is about to whip someone's ass, I tell you what.
Returner, what was all that about? Why did Sol just get thrown out like that?
I think there's a lot of discrimination between the people of Neo Cesara and against Viscontians.
Discrimination?
I knew it. From the guard station outside and the way this town isolates itself, something had to be up.
Returner. Rune? Why would Sol intentionally bring us here, to a place where he's being discriminated against?
Maybe it's because I asked him for the safest place to stay.
But wouldn't he hate coming here, even if it was for work? Especially for us. We didn't know anything about this town, so he could have just brought us some other place, and we wouldn't have known.
Now that you mention it, Sol is rather different, isn't he?
But he can't be a bad kid. I just know it.
Not bad, no, but you just can't tell what's going on in his head.
He seemed to be worried about something the entire time.
Oh? Worried? Who? Sol? No, but the other boy leading you in here. It doesn't seem like it to me.
It's like he was there physically, but not emotionally. As if he was guiding us around begrudgingly.
Unbelievable. Did he really show any signs of that? As far as I could tell, he was happy to show us around.
Remember when you were being mean to him? It didn't bother him at all. It's like he didn't care. To me, it looked like he just wanted to get it over with and go home. I wonder, maybe his being alone was a lie. Maybe he isn't completely alone. There has to be someone else. Someone depending on him. During dinner, he wasn't with us the whole time, right? I think he was with that other person.
Silly, that's amazing. All I saw was an energetic young boy.
Well, let's put the topic of soul aside for a moment. There's no point in speculating when we don't even have a clear grasp on our situation. Don't forget, my objective is to return to Rosenheide as quickly as possible. Soul's quite the mystery himself, but we can't forget our primary goal.
You're right.
We're still a long way from home. Let's focus on our plans for tomorrow. Any objectives, Rune?
No, I'm totally okay with that.
Double thumbs up. You, Cellophane?
None here. It didn't seem like Saul was in any danger either.
Good. Let's start with tomorrow's itinerary. Whether or not we meet up with Soul, the first thing we need to do tomorrow is procure some sediment stones.
Ah, that's right. I totally forgot about it.
If you don't mind me asking, Ratona.
You were looking for sediment stones back in Cadia. What do you need it for? I know it'll be for Minecraft at least.
I need it for a line of communications between Cellophane and me. On the off chance that we ever get separated, the most important thing is to stay in touch.
Do you mean you can't use Minecraft without cinnamon stones? Oh wait, I remember you used it back in the tavern, didn't you?
I personally don't have an issue using Minecraft, but
I do.
Common allows us to have an almost permanent communication mana line with each other by using our own mana. It would be easy if it were between another Minecrafter and me, since I could just use my own mana.
But royalty, we're not allowed to use our mana for manacraft. All the manacraft I perform is fueled by Ratona giving me some of hers.
Eh? I go through all the trouble.
And now we get that whole explanation. They say your lifespan is shortened every time you use mana. Living as long as possible is a necessity for royalty. So as a rule, they should avoid using Minecraft whenever it's not needed. It's also hopeful to prevent incidents like episodes of the Empress Syndrome. If royalty were to use Minecraft, the path down would also become unstable.
Basically, they told me not to aggravate it any more than I had to. So that's why I can only use manacraft that doesn't need me expending any mana. Things like mind diving, or I just read another person's mana.
That sounds awfully complicated.
I need an analogy.
Also, so I want to go back for a moment to the first game. Did Rudo not go into Rune's mind?
When?
Like at the very end, when they had their whole big moment.
No, that was just them talking.
Okay, because the game afterwards made it sound like somehow Cellophane did a mind dive between them two, but like I was like, they didn't. They just talked.
No. Cellophane just did the mind dive with Albus and Ratona.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It's just the game. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it made it seem like she had done something between those two. I was like, no, they just had a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure of that. It does, but it's really quite simple. Right now, Cellophane shouldn't use Minecraft when I'm not around. So opening a Craftcraft line without sediment would be too dangerous. That's the gist of it.
I see. Getting separated would be a huge hassle then. It's not like we can just set a meeting place whenever we want to either.
Oh, yes. Rune, can you even use Minecraft?
Not at all. Well, I mean, I can't use Minecraft, but if you need to get in touch, then you could use a transceiver. I always have it with me at all times.
Right. Forgot about that. Good to know.
Transceiver?
It's something Rudio gave me. Two devices are something like Minecraft monoline between them and lets you talk to each other.
Wow, that kind of stuff exists.
Next on the agenda, we need to plan our route for getting back home. I'd really like to map out the shortest possible route, but
Just looking at this map isn't going to help much.
yeah, the world map we got from Katie is missing way too much information. Looks like we have no choice but to fill in the blanks with the local maps from each country we travel to. I wonder if there's someone who's more knowledgeable about that. Oh, but that was ruined. Oops. Best place to look is a tavern.
Should we check it out during the day? Worst comes to worst, we may be able to stay at the Cesara until late tomorrow.
I can't say for sure, but I'm totally clueless about this place. For starters, does Neo Cicera even have a tavern?
I would think the city would have at least one pub.
Good point.
I remember hearing people talk about a tavern. It was up on the surface, near the restaurant we ate at. It sounded like they just came from one.
They did? Well then. Ooh. My head. Rotona! Oh no. I began to sweat profusely. As if my body's enveloped in ice. Why are you sweating that? Suddenly, it returns to normal.
Rotona,
Rotona, are you alright?
you look really pale.
Damn. What just happened? It's disturbing how I don't feel any bodily pain. It's as if my body were stabbed with a knife, but I was numbed and lost all sense of pain. I'm fine. Really. Being hit by a sudden loss of control over my body. It's almost like a seizure.
Rotona, let's just rest for now, okay? You really must be tired.
Yeah, I must be.
We still have a long journey ahead of us, so you need to take care of yourself.
You're right. And after that seizure, my body is back to normal. My heart's beating a little faster than usual, but that's more out of surprise than anything. I'll go get some water.
No, let me. I'll get some for you.
No, both of you stay here. I'll get some for you. Sully, you just be here for Rotona. Rotona, you and Silly just rest up for now.
Rune.
Thanks.
Hey, wait!
I'll be right back.
What about the language issues?
they should be able to get some help from the reception. Oh boy. Water. Excuse me. I'd like a glass of water.
Ruyane son WhatsApp.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to grab the translator from the ship.
Oh no. I totally forgot. I can't understand what they're saying. I'd like a drink? Maybe I'll just act it out. Glug, glug, glug. Yeah? I'm back. Here's the water.
Thanks, Ru. Wait, what's the matter?
No, it's just, I'll go cool off outside.
Where'd you get that water?
She needs to cool off.
New chef, a language issue.
No. Rin? Come in, Rin.
Brother?
Terrible reception on my end here. I can bet that you. Do you copy? Over.
Brother?
What's this all of a sudden? Are you crying?
Thank God Rune at least gets to have a good relationship with her brother.
I see. You couldn't understand each other because of all the language issues.
Exactly. I didn't want to keep asking Sally and Ratona to translate for me either.
Pop up.
Oh, there we go. Damn pop-ups!
I feel like such a dead weight for them.
That is quite the problem, huh? Only made even more difficult because of how you never think before you act.
Oh, thanks, asshole.
You're going to be travelling to all sorts of countries. Isn't it common sense to think about how to deal with the language barrier?
I was just sort of coming joy that I never even stopped to consider that.
Well, don't panic. As we speak, the members of Lag 9 are analysing the erratum that Returner and Self-Fame used. It won't be anytime soon, but you'll eventually be equipped with a similar function.
What? What? What do you mean by that?
Ask Albus for the details. He's the one in charge. Analysis and development.
What? What?
Rune, Albus, my boy. My beautiful boy. Rune, can you hear me?
Albus? Yes, I can hear your kind voice loud and...
Good to know that Rio doesn't have a kind voice. Good to know.
Nothing like Rudios.
Thanks, Rune.
Well, excuse me.
Oops. He heard me, didn't he?
Anyways, about development and all that. Aratom.
Oh, yes? Can I... Am I really going to be able to use it too? This is happening so fast, I'm absolutely lost.
Actually, we've been able to upgrade our systems so that we can remotely control your Manoware. You know what would help Rune from being controlled like that? NordVPN. Who isn't sponsoring this stream, so fuck them.
What? Is that even possible?
Every sister is connected to the Zevitz Enterprise with a special mental line in case of an emergency. This means we can transmit any information about your manowire directly into you.
Does that mean I have a direct Comocrat line inside me? Like Zelphine and Rotana? Or Retona?
Yes. The principle is similar to the transceiver that you have with you now. Science. Isn't it amazing? Math!
Science algorithms! But, wait. Even if you could push new features directly into my monoware, it would need much more mana bandwidth than what we normally use for conversation, right?
You're right. Manoware pretty much makes up your core existence, so we need some allowance for safety reasons. That's why we've allocated roughly 4 times the normal bandwidth needed for communication. As long as nothing too extreme happens, we should be more or less have enough to spare.
But wouldn't that cost a huge amount of money?
Well, quite. Well, that is the official reason for Lab 9 conducting field tests on new technology. Russell. Truth is, Rudio wanted to support you as much as he could for your journey, but he's too much of a fucking bit. Before you left, your made connection's bandwidth to be increased by quite a lot.
Wow! I don't even know if she heard all that. My brother did?
I couldn't think of any other reason. He's probably had a shouting match with the board of directors about it.
Brother. Just like always.
I hope you cut him some slack. He still needs some work on his people skills.
He really does. You know, it feels like we've been apart for 1.5 years.
A 1.5 years, huh? I wonder why. Because this game takes that long. I know you just left early this morning, but I feel the same way.
I know I could depend on Rudio. He's my big brother, after all.
Anyways, back to the Eratome. I've actually been curious about it ever since I've met those two. Thanks to Ratone and Seraphim, I was able to witness firsthand a kind of manacraft called the Mind Dive. I was able to observe the process of packaging mana when Seraphim communicated with me during the dive. That gave me a hint on how to do it. I thought that I might be able to replicate it through scientific techniques.
Really? Isn't Everton simple enough for you to imitate just by quick observation?
That's the thing. I experienced myself. Figuring it out how to replicate is far more difficult. Still, a logistical system that allows everyone to understand each other. Definitely has some aspects in common with the essence of what science is. Using man as a vessel for one's own thoughts and consciousness. Whoever thought of such a concept is undoubtedly a genius. Basically, it's like constructing a universal mannerism that makes the other person understand what you're trying to convey. Thinking of words as nothing but various wavelengths might make it easier to comprehend. By assigning a different frequency and amplitude to each concept represented by a word, you could convey information, regardless of what language you spoke. And then you package it and send it in mana as the other person can make it more easily be interpreted.
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. I don't think I understand even a word of what you just said.
Oh, dear. Sorry about that. Nidzak and the others and I were talking about the workings of Edrum just now, and I couldn't help but want to share. I don't know how Albus could be so passionate about this. You should be able to complete the prototype by tomorrow. Or we should. Tomorrow? That fast? It's not like we need to create a physical prototype anyway. It's nothing more than figuring out how to package it in manner. There will probably be some issues that need to be ironed out, but we'll continue to send you updates as we improve it. It'll take a while before it's perfect, so just be patient.
Of course.
And there you have it.
And there you have it.
There you have it.
We'll be sending you the Error-Ratum protocol one of these days.
Fuck, that was Rudio, not Albus.
Yeah. Rin, we're counting on you for field tests.
Yes. Leave it to me.
Oh, and... How is it? The outside world?
Brother. It's like, just... Yeah.
Looks like your vocabulary mana bank is malfunctioning.
That's not it. How do I say this? It hasn't even been a day since I left Cadia, and I already had so many new experiences. How do I put it? It's full of overwhelmingness. Rudio, you'll never guess where I am right now. I'm in a city at the bottom of the ocean, right in the middle of the Veta stream that Dad researched. Can you believe it? A city at the bottom of the ocean.
Port Sassari, Viscanta, right? And bottom of the ocean would have to mean you're in Neo Sassari. Was it Returner's idea? Good thing I made sure to give you a lot of extra money.
No way. Rudio, how did you... Jeez, you know everything, don't you?
At the very least, I'm pretty familiar with Viscanta. Especially with Sassari. After all, Hive's flagship facility is located there.
Hives? No, that can't be. How did they manage to get a contract?
It's a long story. Well, regardless, don't stay in Sassari too long. If you're in Neo Sassari especially, then you'll have already noticed. That town... Well, I don't really want to say this, but Viscanta isn't a good place to be in right now.
What do you mean by that?
It happened over 10 years ago. Viscanta was on the verge of collapse until Ceres invested heavily in its development. Now there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor for those two countries.
I had a feeling that was the case. Things... they felt off.
I'll be straight with you. With the way things are, tensions between Viscanta and Ceres are at their peak. Fortunately, the ship arrived late, so you had no choice but to stay the night, but you need to leave as early as you can.
What do you mean by...
Rudo, just about out of limit for the mana. We need to end this transmission soon.
Did you get that, Rune? We don't have much time left for this transmission.
Yeah.
That place shouldn't pose much of a threat, for now at least. As long as you're with the Returner, you shouldn't be any danger. Just, all you stand to gain by staying in there is bad memories.
Okay. I understand, Rudo.
Hope to hear from you soon, Rune.
Well, likewise. Good night, everyone.
Rudo, this is amazing. We were actually able to communicate with the inner pole. Of course. That was the idea in the first place. Well, yeah, I know that, but still. Doesn't it get you excited, seeing it happen with your own two eyes? What Sid said. What would Sid say if he was still alive?
I can hear a little bit of that Irish coming into your voice when you do them.
Who knows? And let's not forget Rune. Rune sounded like she was enjoying herself. I had my reservation about sending her out at first, but as long as she's happy.
Come on, everyone. We're not getting any sleep tonight. There's work to be done. Let's also finish the Aterum Protocol prototype. Rudo, you have a meeting tomorrow with the board of directors, right? We're counting on you to keep them off our backs.
Yes. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Good night.
Have a good rest. Thanks for your hard work, Rudo.
How do I put it? It's full of overwhelmingness.
I was expecting the fucking nuke again. So, Kane, how wired are you?
I don't know, I could go another hour, but no more than that.
Okay. Do you think we could get to a good stopping point within an hour?
I don't know. I know these sections generally aren't that long, so we could get through this bit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's. We'll do this bit, and I think we'll call it then. Sound good?
Okay.
Oh, please, Misha, get a hold of yourself. Surprised you were able to get into clocks with stamina like that.
Oh, shut up, Flora. It's been years since I've been part of that unit. My body hasn't kept up.
And Floor hasn't even broken a sweat. I wouldn't expect any less from a frontliner.
That's because she went through the rite of exaltation of Ophia. She's practically cheating.
Even then, you're running out of breath so fast means you're lacking in stamina. Just what are you doing?
I get in that furnace of the kitchen every damn morning, making the freaking grub you eat. Why don't you give it a try, huh?
Oh yes, that's right. Thanks for all your hard work.
Riggs, you look like you still got loads of energy. How'd you even manage that?
I wouldn't say that. I'm feeling quite tired.
Yeah? Is that so? Because it sure doesn't look like it. You look like you've got a whole lot more stamina than I do, at least.
I ended up leaving the clocks midway, but the manual labor in construction really built me up. Even if I'm no good at manacraft, I have some confidence in my physique.
I can see where that comes from. Damn, and here I was thinking that cooking was already enough to build stamina.
Rather than stamina, wouldn't it need more concentration and intelligence? It's not like you're doing any extreme movements.
That depends on what kind of food you're cooking.
Are you comparing yourself to Riggs doing construction work?
No, that's a whole different level.
Now, don't be so hard on the Flora. Misha's making a fine contribution to the kingdom. For me, anyone who works in the castle deserves some respect. Of course, those serving the front lines also command the same amount of respect from me, Flora.
Since when did arrogant delinquents I know grow into such mature adults?
Just how long are you going to keep talking about the past? Jeez. Huh?
What's the matter, Riggs?
It's nothing. Just, how long has it been since we talk like this?
Yeah.
Is this what it feels like to make up for lost time?
many years, I wonder? We haven't met since after Misha first started working in the Grand Kitchen.
And Ratona. The last time all four of us were together was before she was appointed Selphine's royal guardian.
Ooh, I can't wait for these two four to meet up again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's already been that long, huh?
Hey now, don't make that face. Ratona and Selphine are still alive out there. That's why you came with us, right?
Oh, of course. I want to believe that too. I just can't share that kind of optimism.
Come on now, you're getting us all down.
Look, all we have going for us is the mass signature. That's no proof that they're alive.
The fact there's a signature there means that she was able to successfully bless the Vectorcraft.
There's an 80% to 90% chance they were able to escape. But that margin of error is still too large for me.
Jeez, you're way too negative, I swear.
Face reality, Masha. Or Misha? Misha. Just how dangerous do you think deconstruction, teleportation, and reconstruction in a distant area all are?
Hell if I know. To a third-rate mana-craft like me, teleportation like that may as well be some kind of magic trick.
Yeah. That's exactly it, Misha. There's no way this mana-craft could work. Recreating the Riptide effect isn't something that one person could hope to pull off. I'm sure this took the Knighthood years and years to develop, but behind the scenes, that Ratona and Selphine were the ones to be able to first test it out. That must have been what Ratona was talking about all those years she mentioned, years of breaking in.
What you mean? Vincentacraft took years and years just to bless?
It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
But what's the connection between that and you thinking they aren't alive? It took years to develop, so wouldn't it be natural they'd be safe?
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
They spent years and years carefully developing it, which means they wouldn't want a single mistake happening. Why take so much care? I'm sure it's because the consequences of failing are far too great. If even one little mistake happened, I think that the users would never be able to reconstruct themselves. That and the billions of medical particles that make up Ratona and Selphine would never reform and simply scatter away. Just think about the possibility.
That's just nothing but baseless speculation. Nothing but a shot in the dark. There's no proof that happened. So you've always had a tendency to overthink things. That part of you hasn't changed at all.
I have proof.
What?
Misha, Race, let's just pretend.
Why are the dogs barking outside?
Let's pretend that you and Selphine's guardians on the right of the attack. The enemies already made their way into the castle. Given that kind of situation, when would you escape? If you had the same kind of manacraft for escaping the castle, when would you use it?
Yeah? Well, I
see your point. For me, I would have escaped the moment I found out the enemy was inside the castle.
What? Really?
In that situation, the enemy's victory is already assured. Once they reach the castle, it's more of a question of for how long you can hold out. If that's the case, then the most important thing is securing Selphine's safety, above all else.
Yes, that would be the natural thing to do. Tona has a good head on her shoulders. She would have understood that too. And yet, she waited till the last moment before she blessed the Manacraft. Why would she do that?
Well, that's
The way I see it, that craft is something of a last resort for do or die situation. Something that could only be used when you're at the hair's breadth away from death.
I see what you're getting at.
Wouldn't that be the most logical conclusion?
Flora, Riggs.
Hmm?
Let's just stop thinking about this.
How come?
All of these theories are nothing but that. Theories. There's no hard evidence to back up all of that conjecture.
But
Who knows what really happened back there? You know, during the attack, all I could think about was how to prepare the Vichère for dinner. The new line could mess the marinade up, and the smell was just overpowering.
what?
I knew we were under attack and all, but the marinade was in the back of my head the entire time. While we were in the shelter, all I could think about was what the kinds of peppercorns that could help neutralize the smell. That's really all I could think of while I was in there. Even though there was hell going on outside.
good grief, Misha. I swear.
Look, my point is, Ratona probably has her own way of thinking and doing things. And I'm sure that all she was thinking of that night. That's what I believe.
How can you be so optimistic at a time like this? You talk to me like I haven't changed, but neither of you.
Misha, I don't want to deny the possibility of what you said is true, but Flora does have a point as well.
Come on, no need to get mad.
But I'm not.
Well, I am. Do you have your head on straight? Your entire rescue mission is based on nothing but a gut feeling. What a farce.
Sorry to say this, but your theories are nothing but gut feeling too. They seem to be based on logic, but it's nothing more than pessimism. At the least, they're no more logical than my own theories.
Well,
At times like this, it's best not to think too deeply about it. Just go by what you feel is best. More importantly, I should get to making us some grub, you two.
Oh, he's doing his battleship brigade thing.
Misha, fire!
Got it.
Damn it. Misha, Riggs, don't commit any mana. Stop it now.
Okay.
What's wrong, Flora?
They're going to detect us. Once they detect a shift in the mana lines.
But they're going to catch us off guard if we don't commit any mana.
Don't tell me you're thinking of fighting them without any mana craft ready.
Are you two idiots? If we can avoid any fights, then we avoid them. There's no point in engaging in combat. If they find us, then run. Do not fight.
They're coming.
There.
No way. We're still wandering around the same area?
Those two are just children.
There's a shadow soldier with them too.
Kyoko was the blonde one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's strange. Since did we find something around here?
This track's really distracting because when it does like the little long droney bit, it makes me just think that the audio on my end's fucking up as usual.
Oh, well, oops. I gotta say it again.
That's strange. Sin said we'd be finding something around here.
Okay.
Yeah? What is it?
Someone nearby.
Nearby, you mean?
Same thing.
I don't sense anyone, though. Anyway, let's get this tree cut down, too. It's already quite late. Let's just find them and head back home.
You're hungry, right?
No, I'm not. Well, okay, maybe I kind of am.
Gyoko, bad temper. When hungry.
Okay, enough about me. Let's try that one then.
Good. What about this tree?
Huh? The Shadow Soldier has a face?
What are they even up to? Are they just walking around cutting trees down?
Good?
Hey, Ga! Mirahai is talking to you. When she speaks to you, you respond. Understood? What's the matter?
Someone definitely here.
Hey, Flora.
Seriously? God, you think so too?
You sure about this? We're just gonna sit here and let them kill us?
Shut up and follow my lead.
For real? Like, really real? We're just gonna not commit any manner?
I see. Should we investigate?
Misha, Thor has far more combat experience than we do. It's best to do as she says.
Yeah. Investigate.
It's investigate.
I didn't even notice that she's...
I genuinely did. I didn't either. Investigate, huh, mother?
Investigate.
Fuck me. Misha, once I give you the go signal, undo the aerial barrier that's keeping them from detecting the smoke and smell from the frying pan.
Yeah, but if I don't that, won't it blow our cover?
Just do it.
Here I go.
Go, undo it.
Damn it, here it goes.
Just sit there. Replace the barrier before they see the trail of the smoke leading back to us.
Right.
Do you see anyone? Now, commit mana as much as you can. If they find us, then we'll hightail it out of here.
I do. I see. You. Sorry. Joke.
You were joking? You were freaking joking?
Communication. Huh.
It's communication.
I like it when she's angry, it's like she's just like having an aside to the reader.
I know, right?
Time.
You're fucking with me. Literally, Yi saying apparently in Korean is just doing that the whole time with Ideal. Because his name is just like Deal. He just fuck around the whole time.
I respect you play enough, so you don't need to make jokes like that.
But
It's fine. We should just concentrate on our job right now. Please, tell me if you sense anyone else within our vicinity.
none. I think.
See, I knew there wasn't anyone here. It's just our imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Goha, anything you want to add? If not, then let's keep going.
Stars!
Okay. Let's go home.
Don't be upset. Let's just look for one last thing. There should be more, a little deeper inside. Sin, I swear, she's way too vague, and she doesn't even respond to my camera crack calls. Why does she get to lounge around in the base?
Coco. Funny thing.
Enough about me, I said!
Hey, are we in the clear now? We're alive?
I think I just was a few years off the end of my life back there. Just who were they? What did that white-haired girl just...
She created a huge explosion of purified mana. It's a Krevkat used to disrupt any mana commit. Any mana commit operation.
Feels like a weird line, but okay.
So that was how they smashed Returner's Transidian Sword.
If we tried to commit mana, our cover would have been blown. Is that why you also had Misha undo his aura barrier?
I'm not sure. If the town was just acting on instinct and didn't really think much about it. Come on, you two. Pack up your things. We're crossing the border before the day is over. It's too dangerous to stay here.
Agreed.
Likewise. We need to get out of here as fast as possible. And I think it's a good place to stop, don't you?
Yep.
I hope everyone had a very
See
good
you
time.
next time.
I hope everyone had a very good time. I very much enjoyed it. This Digimon fucking Center, I enjoy playing these games. I hope my voice acting is on par.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've had a good time doing this. It definitely de-stressed me for tomorrow's interview, if nothing else. But hey, tomorrow we'll do some Yakuza, and we might do even more Fault.
Mm.
If Kane doesn't fucking tell me to fuck off.
So I might... I'll have to think about it, because I'll have to do some things before
It would be in the
stream
afternoon.
the next day.
It'd be in the afternoon if nothing else. For me, anyway.
Yeah, well, clocks have changed, so I don't have a reference.
Well, if you don't,
time is
then we'll
usually
do
off.
some Yakuza and finish off Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
But I hope everyone had a good time. I know I did. Now I hope you, Kane, had a good time as well.
Yep.
Until then, we'll see you all tomorrow, mates. Later.